YouTube, what's good, y'all boys? It's your boy Risk Ticket. I am back with another talk video. I'm back in the car, back outside. You feel me? Listen, it's hot out here. Wherever you stay, wherever you live, if it's hot out there, man, go get some sun. Go outside, go do something. The sun is busting. It's gonna give you all the vitamin C and everything you need. But listen, y'all. Today, I got a talk video for y'all. We're going to be speaking on a topic, and we're gonna get straight into it. We're not gonna waste no more time. Listen, y'all, so the topic of today's video is there is a time and place. Time and place for everything that we do. A time and place for all. There's a time to be professional. There's a time to be not as professional. There's a time to be joking and laughing. Time not to joke and laugh. There's a time to grind, and there's a time to rest and sleep. There's times for everything, y'all. Like, basically is the point of what I am saying. Now, the reason this is so important, that you're able to identify these times and when and where you should do, each thing, is because it helps with professionalism. It helps with being able to identify which things are important at what times, and how you could really go about your life. If you are trying to be, a business owner or whatever like that, you want to have a business, you want to be a businessman. If that's you, you have to know when you can address certain things to certain times, and part of that comes with the idea of just being able to identify when you are in a situation where you should be like more serious, or when you're in a situation where you can be more lighthearted or whatever. And in most cases, you're going to have a switch to turn those things on and off. So this is so important, because you will, you will lose certain opportunities and things if people don't notice that you're serious, or if you seem like you're joking, or even if you don't seem interested. People will, take away their interest in you and not try to help you in certain aspects, and they're not gonna, really try to provide you with what you need if they don't see that interest from you. So understanding a time and place to say certain things, how to speak with people, I think these are all very important things. And another video I wanted to talk about and make was communication skills, y'all. These communication skills are so important. It's one thing I'm learning to do more of, is learning more communication skills, how to talk to different types of people. If you know how to talk to every type of person, think about all the archetypes of people. There's probably there's maybe thousands of different archetypes of people, who just different types of personalities you'll see. Obviously everybody's different, but you can't have all these different personalities. It's a lot of different personalities, but more or less some of them are the same. So if you know how to speak with a certain type of personality, if you know how to deal with this person, you will be successful. I think if you can relate, if you can speak to every single type of personality, if you can somehow find a way to communicate effectively and passionately with every single type of personality, you will that brings you more success. That brings you what you need to be successful, because you were able to help different people in certain ways without even changing the way that you speak or things like that. But there's really a time and place to speak a certain way with a certain different type of person. If you know you are in a situation where you have to be serious, and you have to know what you're talking about, and know what it is that you are saying and things like that. You have to show the seriousness. And if you are in a situation like that, it's important to be able to identify that and change the way about you and how you are speaking. But yeah, I genuinely truly think if you can change the way that you speak, in certain scenarios, if you know how to interact with all different types of people, this is such a good perk to have in life. This provides you with so much value if you just know the time and place, how to speak to certain people, what to say in certain moments, right? And it's not even necessarily just about speaking. It's also with professionalism. If you know when and when not to be professional, like, this is gonna always help you. I feel like, because in most cases you don't have to be professional. You can still be you, just be like how you are normally. But if you are obviously in a business, like in a business area, if you're in somewhere, a business environment, if you're somewhere where there's people who are looking at you and what you're saying, and they're looking at, you know, your mannerisms and stuff like that, if you're in that type of place where you need to prove yourself to these people, if you know exactly how to be that person, if you know how to be business oriented, if you know how to speak professionally, if you know how to show professionalism, look people in the eyes, shake their hands, have a firm grip, all those basic things, you know, if you know how to do all these things, this will genuinely help you in more business scenarios. And this is for just, obviously, if you want that success, if you want to be that successful person, if you really want to, you know, if this is what you choose, if this is your path in life, these are some of the things that I believe that we should all be trying to learn. And, you know, one thing I'm working on myself as well is that exact same thing. Just knowing professionalism, knowing how to be professional in certain places, right? Obviously, you can be you, you know, but if you just are professional in how you do it, like when you're at work, you're professional, you know? Think about, like, when you go to work, like, you try to be professional. You don't say the same things that you would say outside of work. You're saying different things. Some of the, you know, the things that you're doing are different, right? You're not, you're not sagging your pants. You're not, like, doing shit like that. You know, when you're at work, like, you're trying to be obviously professional because you know that people are watching you. You know that the boss is looking at you. He's looking at, if you suit the criteria, if you're him, you know. And if you fit the criteria, if you're able to maintain that professionalism around businessmen, if you can be formal and, you know, professional around businessmen, you will get more opportunities. Truth be told, think about it. Like, why would you not want to have someone on your team that knows how to be professional at such a young age, or however old? Like, wouldn't you want someone on your team? Wouldn't you want, businessmen are going to look at you like, okay, he's obviously like a professional person. Like, he obviously knows the difference between professionalism and, you know, different things. This could be someone that we can add to the squad. We can try to help him and try to work with him, you know, just because he came to us professionally. He wasn't using street language when he came to us. He was using big words, and he was, you know, really like saying his points with a meaning. Like, everything he said had meaning and stuff like that. If you can say these things about yourself, then more people will look at you and want to, you know, give you opportunity. Yeah, as long as you are focused and aware of these things, you can change these things. That is a great part about life that a lot of people don't think about. Like, you can change, like, you can really learn so many different things about yourself. You can really better yourself so much throughout your life just with being aware and knowing different things, different aspects of life. The importance of a time and a place, the importance of knowing these things, being aware of these things, is you genuinely will be, I feel like you're just more organized, you're more present in that moment, right? So, like, it's like you're just aware of where you are, you're aware of the effect that you're having on people, you're aware of the energy that you're giving off, you're aware of what's going on in your, you know, in your present life, which is the most important part. You should be aware of all these things. What this is going to do, though, y'all, is help you be more business oriented and really just give you more insight to what it's like to be, like, you know, that businessman and be that person. If you can just be professional and really, like, know at the different times and places to act and say certain things and act and do certain things, that will genuinely help you, you know. And if you want to be that successful person, if this is your goal and your dreams to be, like, successful and to be like a businessman, you want to have your own business, these are some things that you gotta learn, you know, and that's just a part of life, you feel me? But, you know, the more you practice it, is the better you'll get with it. So here's one way like that I really think like you could practice this throughout your day. One example I gave was at work, but like, so I'm saying if you don't work, I don't really like, I mean, what you could do is just try to focus on having stronger like interactions, meaning like when you meet somebody, look them in the eyes, right? Shake their hand. Don't just like, because one thing I do a lot, you know, and I'm gonna just like go out and low. One thing I do a lot, like, is or I used to do a lot, was when I was meeting someone like for the first time, I wouldn't really try to like make an impression. I think it's very important that you make your impression on the people that you are meeting throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your month. You meet probably, I would say, like, depending on, you know, how much you go out and stuff, you're gonna meet, you know, at least probably like 10 to 20 people, you feel me, throughout your week. And in this time, utilize that amount of people to each interaction get better. Each interaction leave a more like effect on that person, you know what I mean? Like, really show your true self, you feel me? So when you meet these people, you want to have a personality. You want to have like something about you that, you know, is going to bring these people back to you, or like, you know, like, oh man, I met this one kid and he was so full of life, or whatever. And you know, you want people to talk about you like that, you know? So what this is gonna do is bring you more opportunities at the end of the day. So I think that's one way you can practice a time and a place. Is like, it's one way where you can practice that, more being more business orientated and stuff. That's really like one way you could do that. Just when you meet somebody, you know, try to have an impression on them. Try to like do it. Think about what you're saying to them, how you're speaking to them, what you can say to make them laugh, what you can say to make them smile, what you can say for them to agree with you, how you can have an argument with them, and, you know, like, figure out different ways like that. It's really about human interaction at the end of the day. And I think that's the next video that I will do. Human interaction, you feel me? Human interaction is so important, and I say this because, like I said, like earlier on in the vid, there's like archetypes of people. You got different types of people. If you know each and every person, if you know how to interact with each one, you will be successful, and you will be able to have this impression on people. You'll provide that value to yourself just by knowing different types of people. Know what type of person you are. Discover that's like the first thing that you obviously should do. Know who you are. Know what type of person, what your personality is like. Know what makes you mad. Know what makes you sad. Know what, you know, people could say that will make you upset. Know what people could say to make you excited. Like, know these things about yourself, and not only about yourself but other people. If you know exactly what to say to someone to get them on your side, if you know exactly what to say to someone to get that person to like you, if you like, all these things are going to help with that success level in that business at the end of the day, because business is really just human interaction, and just, it's selling something to someone, right? So if you could sell someone a dream, if you could sell someone like anything, bro, you will be obviously successful, y'all. So it's that human interaction, which is like gonna be the most important part. That comes a lot with experience. Like, if you have a lot of experience with human interaction, that helps. So me personally, like, I just want to speak of like my job, the things that I do, like, for work. I have a lot of human interaction throughout my day, so I'm speaking to a different person each and every day. Like, I can say that, like, every time I'm there, I'll meet someone new. And one thing I've been working on is trying to have a better impression on this person. A lot of times I'd be tired or whatever, and I just be like, I got my headphones in or whatever, but I'm cutting that out. I'm gonna try to have a better impression on people. I'm gonna really try to show people who I am, what my personality is, and, you know, this is how you get opportunities in life. People aren't going to just want to give you an opportunity just because, you know, you work hard or you're you. You know, if you have a good impression on someone, if you treat someone with the utmost respect, if you show this person that you're like a genuine person, they might want to give you an opportunity for something and help you with something. I learned this from one of my friends, like, and he was telling me, like, he was at work and he just has conversations with the customers and shit. Like, he's able to just talk to these people and get opportunities from just speaking to this person. He's able to either learn something, which is then giving him value, or he's able to physically, like, literally get an opportunity. Someone will like provide him with something just because he's able to talk to that person and get that person to like him and get that person to want to help him. So if you can do those things, that is going to really help. And I'm sharing this with y'all because this is very, very important. And this is something which I'm going to be trying out myself. And as I go on, y'all will see how much my vocabulary changes. Y'all will see different types of different ideas and new things. This is, I think, the next step in life, and this is what is going to have to happen in order for that success to come. You have to master human interaction, y'all. So I'm gonna make a video on that one. But this was a time and a place. So to go back to that last topic, and this is like one of the last things I'll say, I don't want to talk y'all ears off, but if you master a time and a place, if you know exactly when you should speak to someone a certain way, how you should talk, like if you master this, get all this down, that adds to that success level, that adds to your value, that's going to provide you with value. And how that's going to do that is because you are aware, making you competent. If you're competent and you're aware, you're ready for success. So focus on those two things. If you don't know what competence means, look that word up, man. That's another one, competence, man. Focus on that. Focus on being aware of your surroundings, aware of where you are, what you're doing, who's around you, who you're talking to, who, you know, the type of person that you're talking to, the type of, is this a business person? Is this someone that can help me with something? Is this someone that I can ask a question that I might have about a certain thing? Is this someone who, you know, you get to know all these things just by having a good impression on that person. So yeah, y'all, yeah, you too. I mean, I guess that's gonna do it for this one. You feel me? I'm gonna see y'all in the next vid. I'm about to record it right now. I hope y'all learned something in this video. That is my main focus and goal, to help people learn every single day. If you come to these videos and you're learning something, that makes me proud of myself at the end of the day. I don't necessarily look at the views or the subs or anything like that. I want to see that, you know, people are learning. So let me know in the comments down below if you learned something in this video. But that's going to do it for this one, YouTube. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. It's your boy, Risk Taker. I'm out.